I would definitely have to say that one of the big things that I really do love about the Star Wars franchise are, of course, not just the quests and the adventures that the main characters go on, or the space battles, but it's all about the lightsaber duels that we have all seen in, of course, episodes 1 through 7, and, of course, now we will be getting a major one in episode 9. This is Mike Zero. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Okay, so guys, I'll be honest here, I was rather let down when I saw in The Last Jedi that we didn't get an actual lightsaber duel between two of the major characters, both Kylo Ren and Rey, or even Luke Skywalker and Kylo Ren at that. We didn't get a legitimate lightsaber duel where the actual sabers are clashing against each other for more than, let's say, for example, 20 seconds. So, moving on from this, we do know that J.J. Abrams is really going to deliver when it comes to a battle between both Kylo Ren and Rey, and he's really aiming high and trying to make it as well as the battle between both Anakin and Obi-Wan. Now, what's really intriguing is that these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film when it comes to some of the set leaks, the set designs, the concept art and storyboard descriptions, etc. One of which has all to do with both Daisy Ridley and Adam Driver are all set to shoot a sequence for the big lightsaber duel in episode 9. It said that the shoot will last 2 days, including Daisy Ridley throwing the Anakin lightsaber ignited at Adam Driver in an attempt to attack. The sequence following this is said to be a scene that brings Kylo to the roots of Anakin. Wielding both blue and red lightsabers for a brief sequence, Kylo will hold Anakin's blue saber in his right hand and the red crossguard in his left hand as a callback to when Anakin held both red and blue sabers against Dooku in Revenge of the Sith. It said that Daisy will dodge some moves by Driver and will use force power gestures to attack where Adam Driver will be pulled away by wire work. And lastly, both Daisy will actually be instructed to run toward Adam Driver, with her stunt double doing a front flip over him and grabbing Anakin's saber back and engaging in a lightsaber lock sequence. So I really want to go over this because this is honestly a very epic moment that will be inserted into the film that will be shot within 2 days, which is a very short shoot. This sounds like in or around a minute of pure action between both Kylo Ren and Rey. Now, the thing here is this, you can absolutely see the parallels to, of course, Revenge of the Sith. Now, the mention of Kylo Ren holding both Anakin Skywalker's lightsaber, the blue one, and of course his own crossguard red lightsaber brings us way back to the moment in which Anakin Skywalker assassinated Count Dooku. You know, when he basically beheaded him, right, on board of that Star Destroyer. It was a very iconic moment in Episode 3, and it seems as though that J.J. Abrams wants to create a parallel between both Anakin and Kylo Ren / Ben Solo, which I honestly think is brilliant. This sounds amazing, that Kylo Ren will be using 2 lightsabers, one in one hand and one in the other, going up against Rey, where the only thing that Rey has to defend herself is, of course, well, the Force, using Force powers and Force pushes and pulls and whatever she has to do in order to steer clear from Kylo Ren. Now, the stunt double to Daisy Ridley will be doing a front flip over Adam Driver and eventually grabbing Kylo Ren and his actual lightsaber, the Anakin Skywalker lightsaber that he has in his hand. So, it sounds similar to what we have seen in, of course, the prequel trilogy when it comes to the choreography, right? I mean, if you think about it, when was the last time we saw a lightsaber duel, besides, of course, Return of the Jedi, where we have an actual character doing front flips and back flips over the actual opponent and engaging in a fight? The last we saw this happen was, of course, with Luke Skywalker doing that backflip or whatever it was onto that ramp, onto that little catwalk, before Vader tossed his saber, collapsing it. So that's the last time we saw a maneuver like that in a Star Wars movie, which I honestly am so happy to hear that J.J. Abrams is just trying to bring back that somewhat of a prequel / original trilogy fighting style into Star Wars Episode 9. Now, the next thing that I do want to go over is how there will be a sequence in which they will be running towards each other, or Rey will be running toward, of course, Kylo Ren, where she eventually, yes, does that front flip and engages in a lightsaber lock sequence where both sabers are going to be locked together face to face. Now, it sounds somewhat similar to what we saw at the very end of The Force Awakens on Starkiller, where the environment around them is just collapsing and they only have, you know, X amount of time before they would fall to sudden death. but we can tell that JJ wants to create a lot of suspenseful moments in this movie, a lot of chaos, a lot of action, and raising the stakes for these characters. And I think that what he's ultimately trying to do here is he's trying to keep the fans on the edges of their seats with this lightsaber duel. It's going to be like a ride, I can tell. Both Kylo and Rey is that we also know that this actual relationship between the two characters are going to be very unique in this movie. You're going to have your Reylo moments and you're going to have your hatred moments between the two characters, right? So I don't know how they're necessarily going to work out them being the couple of the Star Wars franchise. If that ends up being the ending of the movie, we'll have to wait and see. Anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
From night to moon, we hear them moans again.